Gray and gloomy after a bit of a sunny afternoon. And you know what? It didn't last for all that long, but we will gladly take any sunshine we can get at this point. The last time we actually had a sunny day here in Madison was January 21st, 8 days ago. And right now, well, that shot from your Constellation camera looking up East Wash, well, we are dealing with relatively gray and gloomy conditions out there. Temperatures not too uncomfortable. It's 34 degrees above that freezing mark. Feels like temperatures in the upper 20s at this moment. So still pretty chilly, but not quite as cool as we have been over the last several weeks here. So 34 degrees, more of that gray, gloomy condition. You can see some of that low-lying moisture. There is that southerly wind that's getting up to around 10, 15 miles per hour. What that's doing is pushing Gulf moisture northward. And it's that mild, muggy air that's still interacting with all of that snow on the ground for us. And that's what's creating those hazy, foggy conditions we've seen so much of over the last several days. Now, taking a glance off to the north of us, notice scattered rainfall still pushing southward. A clipper system moving in from central Canada will continue to bring not only cloud cover and isolated rain showers, but the potential for wintry mix to the region over the next about 12 to 18 hours. Now, your evening commute should be a dry one. Temperatures over these next several hours in the mid-30s again, 34 degrees right around 8 o'clock. But as we fast forward throughout the evening hours, our future track bringing that system in fairly quickly. Now, I'm not expecting much more than a few light showers initially from this system this evening. By the time 10, 11 o'clock rolls around, things will quiet down. But overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, I realize it doesn't really look like all that much on your future track here. But as we head into the overnight hours, that's when we begin to see that chance of wintry mixture, maybe even some freezing drizzle. Now, the best chances for that freezing drizzle will be north of Madison. South of Baraboo into Madison, Monroe, Janesville, that's where we could be dealing with more of a wintry mixture rather than that freezing rain threat. So that is something to keep in mind overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. 33 degrees will be your morning low temperature. Again, the further north you go, the better chance you have of that number being 32, 31, or 30 degrees. That would perpetuate that chance of that freezing drizzle. So keep that in mind. Winds start out from the northwest around, or I should say southwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour. As we head into the overnight hours, early tomorrow, they shift back to the northwest. That's going to cool things off. We're going to stay fairly cool throughout the overnight hours, but we bounce right back up to around 35 by 9. By our lunch hour, 36, 37, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, more or less mostly cloudy skies during the second half of our day tomorrow. And you're going to see on our future track here, watch the left side of your screen, starting to see some of that cloud cover break up once again. And it's not much by late tomorrow evening, but eventually we are looking at more of that warmth. 37 degrees your high temperature for tomorrow, up to around 42 degrees on Wednesday. And looking at the long-range model data, check this out. Late next week, more of that warmth anticipated not only for us, but pretty much the entirety of the Midwest and Great Lakes region, and that is reflected on that extended forecast. 43 degrees your high temperature on Thursday. Friday, we bounce back down to around 39, but look at that weekend. Absolutely stunning. High temperatures, the mid to even upper 40s. I wouldn't be surprised over the next several days to see that model data kind of shift and bring about maybe high temperatures closer to 50 degrees by Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, so we'll see, but things are looking awfully mild over the next several days. And that forecast, I know there's a lot of folks that want the snow and want the ice. I get that. I absolutely do. Yeah. But it has been a very active few weeks here. We've had snow. We've had the bitter cold. It's not too bad to see those 40s in the forecast.
Right. You got to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because we were all wanting it, and then it was like negative.
Negative
Too cold.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Cam.
Thank you, Cam.